Good result, Paul. Very happy with that performance, let's say.
Yeah, good result, good performance. Pleasing. I think the fans enjoyed that today. Enjoyed watching the way the team went about the business. Scored some really nice tries. Probably left a few points out there as well. Didn't nail a couple of breaks, which in bigger games moving forward you don't get all those opportunities, so we can be hard on ourselves there. But a lot to like about what we did.
What's the thinking behind putting Jack on the bench?
Well, he was meant to be out for 16 weeks. He comes back after 10. I don't want to lose him because he's too important to us. So coming off the bench and playing some limited game time, I thought was the best way to approach it. The temptation always with your best players is to just throw them straight back in. But given that we're in a good spot, I didn't feel the need to. I think it worked well for us today.
Joe Batchelor put a lot of minutes in today.
Yeah, that'll do Joe the world of good today. Getting healthy game time out on the field, and James Bell returning as well was a real positive sign for us. And, that allowed us to not rinse the likes of Matty Lees and Morgan Knoll still played just shy of an hour, but we were able to sit a couple of guys down for a bit longer than we normally have.
Are you conscious of the turnaround for the whole game being so short?
Yeah, I was. It's something that I have to factor in, but at the same time you've got to get this game, get the performance and get the 2 points this week. So you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. But when we started to look comfortable in the game, I felt a lot more confidence, and I've got a lot of trust in the likes of Ignatius and Belly and those guys that come off the bench to go out there and do the job.
You just referenced Morgan Knowles' his charge in the first half, and he's certainly tried. Very alarmingly received by the fans. And I'm going to miss it, aren't we?
We are, and this is probably when you look at Man of Steel points, you don't get them for working your backside off with an intensity that goes through the roof for 40 minutes and then another 40 minutes and doing it week in, week out. Unfortunately, people on the terraces and sometimes people in the media go for the guy who scored 3 tries or perhaps something dazzling, and I get that as well, but for me he's the standout player in the competition and by some distance.